Hey guys, this is part 2 of the 7 best side hustles for retired or those retiring soon people. So this will be number 8. If you haven't seen part 1, I would advise you to take a look at it. There are a lot of side hustles that seniors can do that pay well over $100,000 a year. Now some of you again want to work part-time, full-time, or half. You get to decide, because some of those other side hustles along with these offer hourly wages, monthly, weekly, however you want to do it. So again, this is part 2. So again, part 2 of the 7 best side hustles for retired or those retiring soon people. Number 8, lead history tours. So more or less what this means is you'll be leading guided tours of your community, sharing historical insight and interesting stories about your area or whatever area that you're guiding. Now this side hustle guide makes on average $18,000 to $55,000 a year. And like I say in all the clips on the side hustles, it really depends on where you live, how much, and where you're doing the tour guiding. Because some will pay more. Extreme East Coast like New York, Maine, some parts of Virginia, or West Coast, California, high cost areas will pay more. So for those of you that want to work part-time, you like to do things like guides and educate people on certain areas, certain communities, this is perfect for you. Remember, you can do all of this with no money down. Just an effort, maybe a little bit of education, do your homework, find out what's involved, get started, and start making money with this side hustle. Side hustle number 2, pet sitting and dog walking. So start a pet sitting or dog walking service for fellow retirees who may want to travel, and that's anybody that may want to travel. I have a son that travels quite a bit and he has 2 dogs or need help caring for their pets. Pet sitters charge $25 to $30 a day on average. And again, that really pertains or relates to the area you live in. Some are higher. Average, while overnight pet sitting costs $75 to $80 per pet. You can really make good money here. Now I want to give you another tip that I made in a previous video. Especially for seniors, I would avoid aggressive dogs, such as Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Pit Bulls, any dog like that. Any large dogs that you don't feel like you could handle if they started to get out of hand. Stay away from those. Get the simple dogs, poodles, terriers. A lot of people use those little small hairy dogs that are just not coming to me. Maltese, I think is what they call them. I would be sitting and walking for dogs that are not extremely large in nature or strong. Keep it simple. I would suggest dogs that weigh somewhere between 20 and 30 pounds, no more than that. Smaller is fine, but no more than that. And then talk with the owner. Make sure that's not an aggressive dog or the dog likes to bite. Those you want to avoid. Only use mild-mannered, mellow dogs to walk and sit for. Now, a lot of seniors, they only keep those kind of dogs around. That's why we recommend seniors first. But there are young people, especially females, that don't like aggressive dogs, and they will use the small kind. Side hustle number 9, senior fitness coaching. So what you'll be doing here is offering virtual fitness coaching for older people, focusing on age-appropriate workouts and nutrition. Now, what you can earn here, top earners, this is not an extremely high-paying job, but it may work perfectly for those of you that are only looking for part-time anyway. So they normally earn about $30,000 to $14 an hour. And then again, I saw some information where California and the West Coast, their rates exceed this 30,000 by about 7 to 9,000. So that means the hourly rate will go up as well. So it really depends on where you live. Now this is a good way for you to stay in shape. Being an ex-fitness drill instructor, the fact that I had to train the other people, that means that I kept in shape when we ran, did calisthenics, exercises, because I'm the one demonstrating. So as a fitness coach, you will be demonstrating as well, keeping yourself in shape. And seniors, it is important to stay in shape. The better shape you are, the better you feel, your mindset, peace, and joy. So I would recommend this for those of you that want to work part-time or want to stay in shape. Number 10, side hustle, outdoor adventure guide for seniors. So what you'll be doing with this one is organize and lead outdoor excursions such as hiking, bird watching, or nature photography, designed for seniors. Now the average salary here or some of the high-end areas is $32,000 or over $15 an hour. And with all side hustles, it really depends on where you live, your geographical location. Now, for those of you that are outdoor people anyway, and you already like doing this, you can actually get paid to do it. If you like to hike, if you do like bird watching or nature photography, you can do this and earn a really good salary. Now, I always express part-time or full-time. You guys get to choose the exact hours, how long you want to work, how many days you want to work. But this is a good one, especially if you're in a rural area or a country area. I don't think this will work too well in the city, but in your outlying communities and areas where there's a lot of nature, trees, hiking, and birds that are not being disturbed with all the cars and truck and the noise, this will be a good side hustle. Number 11, side hustle. Now this salary and monthly surprised me. Travel planning for seniors. So what you'll be doing is assist older adults in planning and booking travel experiences, catered to their unique preferences and needs. Top earners make $149,000 annually or $12,000, a little over $12,000 monthly. Now this is a shocker. So for those of you that like to travel or have traveled, you already have these skills. Now I always recommend, guys, if you don't have the skills, then get the education needed. Hook up with someone, look at some videos. It's not hard to get these skills down. All you have to do is assist older adults in planning and booking travel experiences. A lot of these guys are lost. They don't know how to do the first step, what company to call, what travel experience they want to go to, what city, what area, things like cruises, bus travel. Some of them need the help, and you can get paid handsomely to do it. Number 12 side hustle, home garden consultation. So what you'll be doing here for you garden lovers, those that love to plant and see things grow or eat some of your own vegetables like my wife does, provide gardening advice and assistance for retirees looking to create or maintain beautiful gardens in their homes. Now what they make is surprising. The average salary ranges from $18,000 to $54,000. So again, this can be a dual benefit. You'll learn about how to garden even more so for yourself, and then learn how to get paid for it. Now, I know a lot of seniors would love to do this. And with the cost of food nowadays, we all need to consider it like we are. My wife had a garden this year, and she's going to have a raised garden next year. She loves it. She'll stay out there until she's getting weak, 6-7 hours straight. I was raised on a farm. Love to see things grow. So, with getting your own garden, growing your own produce and vegetables, which is much healthier, I would consider this side hustle. Side hustle number 13. Now, I will admit up front, this will be mostly for the guys. Handyman services for seniors. Now, what you will be doing here is quite a few odd jobs that seniors can't do, don't want to do, or don't have the expertise to do. So you're going to offer minor home repair and maintenance services, focusing on tasks that may be challenging for older homeowners. Now, what does the average handyman make? Self-employed handyman, and that's the way I'd recommend you do this, makes between $51,000 and $110,000, and that's in the South. So on the East Coast and West Coast, you can expect a lot more. Now let me say something here, because this is mostly for seniors. You guys need to cherry pick the jobs that you're willing to do. You're not the guy that wants to climb a ladder all day or go climb on the top of a roof. Now I know some of you are in awesome shape and do it if you like, but I would cherry pick the jobs that I want to do and that I will do. Choose simple jobs that does not require a lot of time, like 2 to 3 weeks to get done. Number one, any job that takes more than a week, probably even 3 days. Most handymen in my area get half of the job up front and the rest of it when they finish. Last but not least, have some type of contract. You don't want just word of mouth on what someone says. You can get a simple contract drawn up from any of the local stores like Office Max or any of those, or find a lawyer. It doesn't need to be in detail. Simple, have the homeowner sign it and cover your bases. Number 14 side hustle, vintage collectible sales. So you're going to use your knowledge of antiques and collectibles to curate and sell vintage items through online marketplaces. The world of collectibles can yield more than 6 figures annually. So places like eBay, Instagram, Facebook. And let me give you a real quick story. I remember watching Oprah Winfrey once. It's been quite a few years ago. And that was a guy that liked to go to yard sales and flea markets, just like my wife. And he went upon this one flea market and he saw a map that looked to be original. Well, the lady that was selling it, it was her husband's map, and she put it in the yard sale. I think the guy paid like $5 for it. But the more he investigated this map, he really thought this looked authentic. So he had taken the map to a museum. Within about an hour or two, they were fighting for the map. One guy offered him $100,000, another $250,000, but at least this guy had some sense. He said, now if you're willing to pay that, how much is it really worth? So it happened that he had the map authenticated, and it turned out to be an original George Washington map. He was smart enough to keep it, and he started leasing the map to museums. Within about a year or two, he had made $5 million. Oprah asked him, what about the lady that sold the map? Did you help her out? He said, yes, I went back and gave her some money. So this guy was smart, and you guys need to take the same tip. Sometimes what you're about to sell, you may be able to lease it and continue to make money. As far as I know, this young man still owns the map and still makes money month in, month out. As always, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe so I continue to make videos for you guys. I would highly recommend that you put some of these side hustles to use. They will help you considerably. I know a lot of you guys want to get out the house and do something productive. You just don't want the 9-to-5 grind. As always, be blessed. See you in the next video.